What's up, guys, and welcome to the Torture God Career Mode episode 5, I think it is. And we have a massive fight in store for you today. It is the rematch between, by far, the most difficult opponent that Torture God has had to face so far. It is the Russian of destruction. I don't know what to call him. I don't know what his nickname is, but all I know is that he is an absolute destroyer. He is Mr. Bogdanov. There he is, standing his left, Bogdanov, and as you can see, his stats have gone up big time. We could also choose between Jarvis Rhodes and Bobby McLean, but we're going to go with Bogdanov because, of course, it was a very controversial decision. The first one, I think Torture God just barely scraped by because he was doing a lot more damage than Bogdanov, but Bogdanov was landing some massive takedowns, and it was a very, very, very close fight. So, of course, physically very similar. Bogdanov is taller, but he has a shorter reach. Torture God is an absolute animal. There's no doubt about that. So it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be an epic encounter here. I don't know what to expect here from Bogdanov, if he's going to do similar things. Torture God is absolutely going to do similar things because, of course, he came out with the W. Of course, he's been working on some new techniques. He knows for a fact now that he can get submissions if he's in desperate times. He can land uppercuts to do a lot of damage with people trying to come in on him. Pause. Because we all know that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to do that against Torture God because that is by far his biggest weakness. And of course, he knows what he has to do now. He has to keep people away from him. And basically, he has to avoid that right there. This kind of takedown, that's going to be devastating because not only does he get taken down, and of course he ends up in a position that's definitely not good for him against a guy like Bogdanov, but he also loses a hell of a lot of stamina because he tries to stop it, it doesn't work, and he gets slammed. But he does a really good job there at getting up. Bogdanov goes in for another one, but this time Torture God stops it in excellent fashion. Once again, guys, the drinking game still lives on. If I say beautiful, you need to take a shot. Torture God with a very, just Junior Dos Santos versus Curtis Blades-esque uppercut, shooting that thing from across the universe. Torture God does land a decent little jab right there to the body, or excuse me, a right straight to the body. He's going to it pretty often here. He doesn't want to get too predictable, and there he goes. Bogdanov catches the kick, takes him down, but Torture God goes straight to backside and gets straight up. That's really important, but look at the stamina. It's dropping down fast, and Bogdanov with another slam straight into side control. Bogdanov is doing a hell of a job right now, man. He's really imposing his will. And yeah, Torture God is getting up, but he's putting in a lot of effort in these transitions. So it's not going to be easy for him right now. You know what I mean? It's definitely a tough fight right here. Torture God's up against it. On the feet, he's landing some nice shots because Bogdanov does have that 65 overall striking, so he has clear weaknesses. But, you know, T-God has to be very, very careful here. Cannot go balls to the wall too early because if not, Bogdanov, if he survives, he's definitely going to have a massive stamina advantage. He already does kind of have it a little bit, but T-God stuffs a takedown. That's massive. That is huge right there. If he can keep doing that, then that is going to be a huge, huge deal throughout this fight. Beautiful uppercut. It's been landing pretty often there it is again, but Bogdanov lands one of his own. Oh, and T-God hits him with a nice one, too. Look at that hook that just barely missed. Bogdanov goes straight into one. Excellent there by T-God. And he stops another takedown, but Bogdanov really catches him with a nice one there. Leg kick. Torture God with a beautiful combo. Take that shot. Look at that. T-God goes to the body. Nice head kick. Excellent performance here from T-God. Well, at least in that little minute right there, but he goes straight back down to the ground with a nice slam from Bogdanov. It's just tough, man. It's tough to score. It is very, very tough to score here because, you know, T-God's doing more damage, but Bogdanov is the one that's landing the takedowns, and he's keeping it where he wants it to be. So we're going to see a couple highlights here. I have a feeling it's going to be mostly Torture God highlights just because he landed the bigger shots, but make no mistake about it, Bogdanov is doing a very, very good job here. It was a very close, tough round.
Here we see a beautifully timed kick connects flush.
Look at that. Excellent shots there landed by T-God. Throws the right hook, follows it with the head kick. And Bogdanov is in deep shit.
Incredible highlights in that round.
And here we go, round 2. Herb Dean kicks it off. Bogdanov wants to touch gloves. T-God's not having any of it. Does not want to hear about that. Lands a good body shot. But Bogdanov lands an excellent combo there by T-God. He's throwing in some leg kicks. He showed against Atkinson that he can do a hell of a lot of damage with that. But he can't get in love. He can't fall in love with it because there's only a round and a half left, and we saw against Atkinson how long it took him to actually, get close to a finish there. Now it was Atkinson just kind of laying there, taking the fuck you kicks. So he can't just put all his eggs in that basket. He has to. Oh, what the hell was that? He went sprinting with like zero space there, and he ends up actually on mount, back to half guard. T-God's working his way to a decent position. But right now he's taking some very weak hammer fists, but they're just enough to annoy him. He tries to go to backside, but he gets stopped, and Bogdanov is in side control, landing big hammer fists right there. This is huge, because this is a position where you can't really do much. The game doesn't allow you to do much here. And now he's back in full mount. Cannot allow him to posture up, and that's a very, very solid piece of work there by T-God. Getting back to full guard. He has no stamina, though, so he has to kind of conserve his energy and strike when the iron's hot. Alright, so Bogdanov is doing a very solid job here on the ground, landing a lot of different types of strikes. Doing some damage. T-God lands a right straight. Ooh, that's a beautiful combination. Take that shot. That's a good kick there from Bogdanov. Tries to clinch, but isn't able to get to it. T-God with the uppercut. He gets rocked there. Or, he gets caught, sorry. Good head movement there from Bogdanov, but T-God is tagging him up. Excellent shot right there. That right uppercut is landing his money right now, but Bogdanov gets backed up to his feet. T-God's not fucking around. He's going for the finish. He knows he cannot let this man survive, because if he does, a lot of bad things can happen here. Bogdanov knows he can't allow T-God to tee off with the fuck you kick, so he gets straight back up. T-God with a beautiful shot. But Bogdanov answers with his own strikes. T-God gets caught with an epic combo right there. T-God is struggling, man. He has to watch out. That head kick could really, really be a problem there. Because, yes, he's landing it, but look at that. He's doing no damage now. And he's got stamina pretty much all the way down right there. If he mistimes a shot and Bogdanov lands one of his own, it could be over. Ooh, that's a beautiful hook there from Bogdanov, man. T-God shimmies, but he knows, man. He knows he's in trouble. Bogdanov, he's just kind of keeping him at the edge of his punches right now. He knows he has Torture God really hurt. He knows he is within range of finishing this man. But can somebody actually finish him? Can somebody finish the T1? I don't know if it's possible. Woo! Finishes the round with an excellent right straight right there. Hell of a fucking round here. Both men have been damaged brutally. It's a really, really hard fight to score right now. A really hard fight to score. Torture God is in trouble, but so is Bogdanov. So it's kind of hard to see which way this one's going to go exactly. Look at that right hook right there. Here's Bogdanov's body kick that really took a lot of stamina away from Torture God. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. I think this, just like the first fight, I think this is a round apiece. I think round one was T-God because, yes, he got taken down a lot, but he got up immediately after each one, and he did a lot of damage. But round two, Bogdanov, he really hurt Torture God. But at the same time, man, T-God almost finished him. So, it could really be, 2-0 for Bogdanov. It could be 2-0 for Torture God. It could be 1-1. Who the hell knows? It's really, really close right now, and pretty much both men need to get the finish here if they want to have a guarantee of winning this fight. Because if it goes to the scorecards, pretty much anything can happen. Bogdanov is hurt by that shot. Torture God shoots in. Oh, and he rocks him with an uppercut. Misses wildly, though, with an overhand. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the combos. Body shot. Look at the jab from Torture God. That's pretty much all he can throw. Oh, Bogdanov lands a nice jab and goes straight into a single leg. Takes him down. That could be huge because look at this. T-God is stuck on the bottom. Bogdanov is really doing a lot of damage to that body, which is already in dire straits right now, man. T-God has no energy left. Bogdanov is landing some really, really good body shots on the ground here. Nothing to necessarily finish him, because I don't even think that the game allows you to finish somebody with body shots on the ground, but he's doing plenty to get him tired. Just to get up, it took almost, I don't know what, a solid 10% of his bar right there, and he already didn't have much to give, so he's in deep, deep shit right now. He is knee-deep in shit creek for sure. Torture God is at... Oh, man, like every time Bogdanov clips him with such low stamina, it's like, man, he could really go to sleep. But Torture God lands an uppercut, and Bogdanov is down. Bogdanov is in really big trouble right here, man. Torture God, he's in a good position. He's taking a lot of damage. He has no stamina, but that uppercut could really change this fight. If he can keep this up, then there's an opportunity of him to get in the finish. But I don't know, man. Like, this could really go either way. Both men are very, very damaged. But Torture God's stamina, that's the huge thing. That's a huge takedown for Bogdanov. Gets him. But okay, Torture God, I was about to say, Bogdanov gets him in a great position, but T-God gets straight up back up to his feet. Good body shot there. Does a lot of damage to an already really damaged body. Excellent combo from Bogdanov. It's not looking good for T-God. But he tries to go for that uppercut. Oh, the knockout! Torture God gets finished for the first time in his mixed martial arts career, and is also his very first loss in mixed martial arts as well. That is a massive win for Bogdanov, who avenges one of the most controversial losses of his career for sure, with a beautifully timed right straight. Look at that. T-God misses the jab, and boom, right on the button, Bogdanov puts the Tortured One to sleep. That's, like, coming into this fight, that's not something I expected. You know, I would have expected maybe to lose a decision, maybe a submission or something like that, but definitely not get knocked out like that with just an amazing move by Bogdanov. Shifting his body weight and his head to the right, making Torture God miss, and landing beautifully. I mean, like, you have to take your hats off to the man. He did a hell of a job. He won the fight fair and square. Both fights, you know, were insane. I mean, this has to be fight of the night. If it's not, Dana White's doing some absurd shit. T-God, look at that. Statistically, he was probably going to win the fight based on how the game scores the fights. I mean, like, he had 7 out of 19 takedowns, which I guess isn't a very good average. But I don't know. Going to decision, probably T-God may have won it. It would have been really hard to tell. But it was fight of the night. Okay, so that's Torture God's first major performance of the night bonus. And his longevity's at 83, which is not good, but he's had some tough fights already. I hope to see a trilogy, and this is uncalled for. You know, keep your chin up, which he did, and he got caught. But regardless, man, I think Torture God and Bogdanov have to fight again. It will be a huge fight, and I think the hype will definitely be there. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you think Torture God should improve on, and I'll see you in the next episode. See you guys.